and welcome back to March Madness at Peace of Mind Pilates. I'm Stephanie and I'm excited to work out with you today. We're going to use the ball. So if you have a ball, wonderful. If you don't, you can use a block or you can use a rolled up towel or you can just use nothing. That's totally fine too. So sitting in our Z sit, I have the left shin in front and the right shin back, and we're just trying to pull back on that right hip, and then I want you to pull it forward a little bit, and then just pull it back and pull it forward, and just notice how hard it is to settle the hip back and down, and try to really center it down, press it down, relaxing through the shoulders, keeping the ribs down. Good, one more time. And then you're just gonna let that hip settle down as you take your left arm up towards the sky and over to the right. And inhale, come up. And exhale. Good. You're coming over that right side like you're leaning up and over a beach ball. And last time. And we're gonna hold it here, keeping that body in alignment. So try not to jut your neck forward, but keeping it back. And then coming back up, taking your left hand to the floor and reaching the right arm up and over, pressing back and down with that right hip. And come up, and let's just do that 2 more times. And reach up and over, pulling back with that right hip. And last time, coming up and over. If you want to come all the way down onto the left forearm, keep pulling that hip back and reaching the right arm overhead. And coming all the way up, seeing if you can take your hands to your heart and switching your legs without using your hands. Taking your left hand to your left shin and your right arm, reaching up. Let's not do that yet. Pull the hip forward and back. And forward and back. Just that small little movement. Settling the ribs down and the abs in. One more time. Good. And then sinking that left hip down, reaching the right arm up and reaching up and over to the left. And inhaling back out. And exhaling. Don't worry about how much movement you have. Just try to keep that leg in alignment. Hip down. If this is really uncomfortable, you can sit in a cross-legged position. And last time, holding here, relax through the shoulders, draw the throat back, and come all the way up, taking the right hand to the floor and reaching up and over with the left arm, pulling back with that left hip, and coming up, and reaching over, and up, and last time, holding it here, good, and come all the way up. We're going to take the ball, and we're going to bring it between our ankles, and extend the legs long, shoulders down, and roll your spine down, one bone at a time, rolling, and then the hands come down towards the hips. Finding your pelvis nice and neutral, ribs reaching towards your hips and abs drawing in and up. We're going to start to bring the knees to tabletop. I like to rock my hips side to side a little bit to just get that centered position, pulling the tailbone down, ribs down, and we're just going to tap the toes towards the floor and then exhale back up. And tap the toes towards the floor. And exhale back up. And do that 2 more times, relaxing through the chest, through the shoulders, Keeping the abs in and up and the pelvis stable. Good, this was your last one. Hold here, let the knees rock over to the right and come back to center and over to the left, keeping your right shoulder and your right rib cage down and back to center. We're going nice and slow here, engaging through those inner thighs. Try not to bring your knees in towards your chest. They stay in that line. And last one. Good. And come up. And take your arms overhead. Lift neck, head, and shoulders. Look towards your legs and extend them out. And then pull in. And reach out. And pull in. Reaching, lengthening through the legs as you squeeze to come in for 3 more. And 2. Last one. Hold it, lift a little higher, and lower your feet down. I'm going to have you come onto your left side. So we're on our side and our legs are extended out. The ball is staying between the ankles and we're finding length from our hip down, and we're just going to start to lift and lower the legs. And you can use this top hand to press down if you want. You can keep it at your hip, or you can just let it lay on your side as you lift and lower. Reaching out through the legs for 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take this top hand over. Take your bottom hand in front of your shoulder. And we're going to come up into a half or a V sit. So we're going to roll back onto our hips as we come up and lift. And then we're going to lower back down, and we're going to do that a few more times. Coming up and lifting and rolling back over, keeping the legs lifted off of the floor. And last one. We have 1 more. We're going to roll over, we're going to hold. We're going to try to bring that other arm up. Find that lift. For breathing for 3, 2, it's okay if you're shaking, squeeze the ball. Last one, and roll back over, and release it down. Good. I'm gonna flip over onto the other side. Placing the ball between your ankles again. Extending out through the arm, stacking hips, one over the other. And start to lift the legs up and down, squeezing up and down. Good. Again, using that hand in front of you as a kickstand if that helps. Squeezing. Try not to compress down in the waist, but to use the outer hips and inner thigh of your bottom leg to lift for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hold it, reach it, and lower it, taking that bottom arm out in front, and the top arm here. We're going to come onto our butt, and we're lifting the legs. So we lift, and lower, trying to come back on that hip, not letting your leg drop, and lift, and lower, and we just have 2 more. You got this. Lift. As you see, I'm off my mat. It really doesn't matter. You can always start closer on your mat. Last one, we stay up and we hold, reaching the other arm up, breathing, opening through the chest for 4, 3, that ball and come on up to a comfortable seated position. I hope you had fun stretching and working with the ball with me today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.